So I'm gonna make a loaf of baguette. I was just thinking about the fact that you really can't get good baguette in the grocery store. And we've come up with a recipe that is so easy to make. It really requires no kneading at all. I'm gonna start off with 3 cups of room temperature, maybe 80-degree water. And then I'm going to take just an instant dry yeast here and measure 1 tablespoon into the 3 cups of warm water. Then I'm going to do a tablespoon of coarse salt. I like kosher salt, but any coarse salt, a sea salt. I do right about 1 tablespoon of this as well. Just kind of mix that in there. And then it's about 5 cups of flour. All-purpose flour is perfect. I'm actually using this jovial organic all-purpose flour. This is an ancient unhybridized type of wheat. So it is a very natural, healthy wheat, which I prefer. Okay, and that's everything that's going into it. I'm gonna break up any lumps that I had in my flour and just mix this together. Very, very easy to stir. And you'll notice as you're stirring that this is a very wet dough, and that is really what we want, because in order to achieve that chewy middle, we need the inside to be very moist. So don't be alarmed if it's not coming together like a ball. This is exactly what you want, just a wet dough here. Cover it with a little bit of plastic wrap and just let it rise until it doubles in bulk. So I'd say anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. And then your dough will be ready to go, and I will show you the next step. I'm gonna sprinkle a little flour right on the top here. What I'm gonna do is I'm trying to separate. I'm gonna use a little knife here. What I think is a good size for baguette. And as I kind of do this, I'm gonna work a little flour in, not actually into the dough. I don't really want to incorporate it because I'd like the inside of this baguette to stay moist. I'd like to keep the flour just on the outside to make it easier for me to work with and to create a little bit of a crust. So I'm gonna let my hands get dirty here for a minute. Now I've got what I think is a nice amount of dough. And over this pan here, I'm just gonna kind of work the flour just onto the outside to keep it from sticking. And I've got a nice coating there on the outside, as you can see. It's kind of falling away from me. I'm gonna then dust the center section with some flour, just to keep this from sticking. A lot of it will fall through, which is completely fine. I'm gonna take my thing and kind of stretch it out here. Very easy and gentle. And I'm gonna kind of put it there on the pan, just like this. And that is my baguette. I'm gonna fill this with water. Not all the way to the top, but almost all the way. And then I am going to place this on the bottom rack of my oven here. And the steam will rise up to my baguette pan. And right now I'm gonna set the temperature I'm going to do a convection bake at 450. Convection is unnecessary. I just prefer that. All right, it's ready. Let's stick it in the oven right here on top of the steam bath. Again, a very important part. I'm going to put it right there, close the door, and set my timer for 30 minutes. I do not remove the steam bath until it's completely cooled. It's incredibly hot water, which could very easily spill. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to carefully remove my delicious baguette from the oven and put it up here just to cool off. And I'm just going to shut the door and let that steam bath cool on its own before I take that out. And you'll see as I break this just how chewy and delicious and amazing that is in the middle. So we really achieved exactly what we wanted. We got that, you can hear that crunch of the bread on the outside, and you see the soft, spongy, delicious inside, a very healthy, organic, homemade baguette.